Hi guys, my name is Annalisa. Welcome to my channel. This would be my third video on YouTube. I am getting ready today with some of my new makeup. Some new, some old that I've been using and wanted to film myself getting ready for the day. So one of my first steps that I do to get ready for the day is put on eye cream. I use the Juice Beauty Stem Cellular Anti-Wrinkle Eye Treatment. This here I got, I believe, in a BoxyCharm box a few months ago. I no longer have BoxyCharm at the moment, but it is something that I do like. It's got a little pump here where it pulls out product. So I take the smallest amount, spread it on my fingers, and then go around my eyes delicately to put that on. And then the next step I have is a face oil, Rejuvenique by Monet. They usually have mostly hair products, but I do like this oil. It is a lemon scent, which is one of my favorites. And I put a little bit of product on. It's got a dropper. The top here, it's got like a button to drop. And I put on my face. And then I rub that in. This gives my face a nice moisturized feel. Slightly different from a cream. But I always do these two steps before I do any primer to start my day. So the next step I do will be priming my face. Normally I have a regular primer, but today I'm going to use a Too Faced sample that I got in my recent package. It's the Primed and Poreless Pore Banishing and Blurring Face Primer. So I'm going to use that here today. It's got a nice consistency to it. I'm not mad at it. There's I wouldn't say a smell, like a scent smell, but it's not a bad smell. So, prime my face. There is a little more. I might save this for tomorrow's use, but I do like it. So it's something to consider in the future. So the next step that I take here is I have the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion, oldie but goodie. I'm still not a fan of the new wand. I prefer the old one, the old-fashioned way, but what can you do, So I'm almost out of it. It has seen a good life, but I will prime my eyelids. And just underneath as well. So next I will put on foundation. So I just ran out of my normal foundation and I got some on sale from Ulta recently. This one I'm going to try today is the MAC Studio Fix Soft Matte Foundation Stick in the shade NC16. And it's a medium buildable coverage, natural matte finish, convenient on-the-go stick. So here. I'm not even sure if this is the right shade for me, but we're going to try it. It's kind of hard to tell online. It might be a little too dark for me, but we'll try to make it work, see what we can do. Goes on nicely. I've never. It goes on nicely. I'm gonna blend it in with a blender and make sure it gets. So next thing I do is do my brows and fill them in because I have none. I start with the IT Cosmetics Brow Power. As you can see, I have frequently used this. It's starting to wear off from the labeling here. It's a dual end with a spoolie and a twist up there. So we do that. I outline my brows with this. Do soft flick of the wrist. Look at the difference already. Next, I use the Urban Decay Double Down Brow. This is like a putty almost. I use the lighter of the two shades that they're in there, and kind of fill in the rest from there and make more definition here. So today I'm going to start doing eyes with the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. I just did a video reviewing this. I do like the palette. I want to try another look with it today. So I'm going to move on to my eyes next with this palette. So I'm going to take the shade White Peach from the Sweet Peach palette that is here. It's a soft white with a slight yellow tinge to it. I'm going to put that on my brow bone. So next I'm going to take Bless Her Heart, which is a matte green. It's this shade here on the palette. I'm going to put that in the center of my lid and probably on my lower lash line as well. We'll get to that afterwards. Press that in there. Yeah. All right. So next I'm going to take the shade Just Peachy, which is a soft matte pink, and I'm going to apply that on the inner corner of my lids, and go from there. See how this works. Not bad. Next I'm going to take the color Tempting. It's almost like a bluish, brownish matte shade here on the color palette. I'm going to put that on the outer corner of my lids. And so Bless Her Heart is in the center, Just Peachy is on the inner, and Tempting will be on the outer. So next I'm going to take a blending brush and blend all these colors in here together. Oh yeah, that's better. Much better. And lastly, I'm going to take Charmed, I'm Sure, a nice Southern phrase, which is a matte brown here. I'm going to put that in my crease and get that look finished. And then I'm going to take a fluffy blending brush and go on through it one more time. Next, I'm going to take my concealer. I use IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. I put a dab on my ring finger because a little goes a lot way. A little goes it works. So, put that here, dot it out. And then I take my blender and I blend. Yeah. So next I'm going to take the mascara on my eye. I use currently Tarte Big Ego mascara. Works pretty well, have no complaints. So we'll put that on. So next I'm going to take the bronzer. I take a mix of Hoola Benefit Bronzer and the Kylie Cosmetics bronzer. I'll put one on. I do like the Hoola brush. It gives me kind of an idea of where to use to sharpen and define. You just lightly flick it. I don't want a brick on my face. You can see that. And then Kylie Cosmetics. This shade is in Toasty. Like to go upwards so that you don't drag your skin down. Not too bad. Next, I'm going to take the Too Faced Sweethearts blush and Face Stockholm blush. This is a product brand that I have not seen on YouTube, but I'm going to do a video on it. So stay tuned for that brand review. But first I start with the blush. Add in some of the other one, it's a little bit brighter. And then blur it all out. And finally, for the last part of my look, I'm going to use Estee Lauder Pure Color Envy Liquid Matte number 401 in Burnt Raisin. This was recommended to me by one of the Ulta consultants, and it was a little bit on the pricier end. I think it's like $28. And I was a little hesitant, but I tried it on at the time before coronavirus quarantine, and the color was really pretty. It's a little bit darker than what you see here in the tube, but I do really like it. The color is got a nice payoff. The formula is nice. Definitely want to get a couple more shades in this brand from Estee Lauder. In this formula, I do like it a lot. Last step that I do for the day before I head out is setting spray. Currently, I'm using the Morphe X Jeffree Star in the Set and Refresh Starberry Mist. It's got the starberry straw. Let's try this again. Strawberry scent. I have used more setting spray before. I do like it. This one is pretty good. So shake and call it a day. So I'm heading out. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. This was fun to do. I will be back more with some reviews, and I'll see you next time.